Lakeland Public Television's Common Ground is brought to you by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund.
I come from Finland, from the southeast coast, from a very small town called Lovisa, with 7,500 inhabitants.
Sovia Camp, now in 2010, is in its third year. So it actually got started back in 2007 with a conference at NYC where the Finnish educators and students did a presentation for American music educators. And the Finlandia Foundation president at that time was very taken by this concept. And of course, the Finnish education system is really known around the world as one of the best in the entire world. And that also includes the music education. And so that idea started to plant a seed, and the idea of creating a camp whereby students could interact and teachers could interact for an entire week was really born back in New York City, and here we are in Bemidji, Minnesota, carrying that out.
The camp itself, the Salalampi campus, is absolutely beautiful. It has amazing building structures, and just to be in that environment in the cabins and stuff is just really nice, and the meals are just wonderful. I love all of the food, and the college, I really like the way that it's laid out, and just being able to have all the practice rooms and just be able to do what we need to here to be able to learn the music the best to our abilities.
It's a team effort between Finland and the US. So we have students coming from Finland and teachers coming from Finland and working together with their American counterparts. This year we have 6 students and 5 teachers that came from Finland, and we have about 41 total for the camp. So it's a pretty high percentage of Finnish people that have come just for this week in Bemidji.
I've done some workshops all over Finland with these types of things, what I'm doing. And I've written quite a lot of music for young people and stuff like that.
He thinks of the craziest things to try and make you do what he wants you to do. You know, he'll have you go around a group and say your name, and then he'll somehow be able to tie that into playing music. And lots of rhythms and beats where you get to move a lot and be able to hear the syncopation and just be able to understand like the theory of music and the way that music works. Just being able to be with the Finnish people and hear their language and to see just their culture and the way that they are and how they're similar and different from us. It's been really great to be able to see.
What happens is the first night that the students check in, they all play a very short audition. And this is not meant to intimidate them or put them on the spot, but it allows the teachers to get a little sense of where they are in their musical journey, so that that evening then the teachers sit down and put together chamber groups. Chamber music is different from playing in a large band or orchestra or choir, and it's different from solo private lessons. Chamber music is a small group, 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, where there's no conductor and they have to listen to each other and make decisions on how they want things to sound. So we have students playing in 1 or 2 chamber groups, and then each of the teachers helps to coach that group during the week.
Well, I just work with the kids, both American and Finnish, and we have different events during the day. We start off the day with a warm-up, and that's kind of fun to just get everybody going. Sometimes we do physical warm-ups, and then we do flute warm-ups, and just talk about flute-related things. And then the rest of the day is spent with private lessons and ensemble coaching. And that's a combination of working with flute students, clarinet, and piano for me. I don't have any violinists this year, but it's very fun to work with the different groups, and we try to mix up between Finnish and American students and Finnish and American music. So that's really fun. And then the last hour today of the day, we have flute choir. So all the flutes get together and we perform pieces that are written for flute choir. I think my favorite part is the collaboration between the Finnish and American people, students and teachers. And through the third year for me, I've just gained some wonderful friends from Finland. And that's just been so dear to me. They're just such great people, and we've had such a great time together, musically and personally. So I think just the whole collaboration is just really wonderful.
Marcus is a real gem in the Sovia Music Camp. As we observed in his teaching, he's very active. He never says no for an answer. He insists upon and encourages student participation. And for many of those students, improvising music, making music up on the spot is something brand new to them. And so it's a really important part of the Sovia Music Camp.
For this class, it's about listening what's come out. It's about giving some thought and put it on the map, so to speak, and then try to listen what comes out and somehow to deal with that thing, to bring a new course or something into that stuff what comes out. Of course, when I'm a composer, I deal with these matters every day and have to make decisions. A composer makes a lot of decisions every day. That's our main job, to make decisions, how to go on. The young musician gets to know so much what's wrong and right when they practice music. And sometimes you forget that there are hidden energies and hidden own thoughts about music that it pops up, that one can hear it. And I think the main thing here in this class is to bring those values and those hidden things up, that the musician can think, wow, was that me who did that? What was that? And they don't know exactly what that was, but they know it was them who played it. So, and we start 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, a little bit louder, you have a nice one. Yes, good phrasing there. Use the, yes, a little bit more sound. Switch to 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
At first you can imagine they're kind of, the Finns are here and the Americans are over there. But once they start their classes, like we saw earlier today, the improvisation class, they're working side by side and they're talking to each other and they're exchanging ideas, and it's a wonderful team effort.
If you enjoyed this segment of Lakeland Public Television's Common Ground, consider making a contribution at lptv.org. If you have segment ideas pertaining to North Central Minnesota, contact us at legacy@lptv.org. Common Ground is funded by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund by the vote of the people on November 4th, 2008.